Your Honor, ito pong tinanggal niyong committee sa akin ay applicable din po sa mga SK chairman ng buong lungsod ng Maynila. So kung kaya niyo to gawin sa akin, kaya niyo rin po to gawin barangay level po. So I'm asking you, Your Honor, sino po sa atin ang namumulitika? I'm just confused. Am I not allowed to speak freely in this session hall po? Am I not allowed to speak my mind po? To be honest with you, I'm not quite sure where I stand right now in this city council. Ano sa tingin niyo po yung nangyayari po sa city council na to? Is this reorganization a mere coincidence or is it something that's been orchestrated even before? Thank you po, Your Honor. I rise to raise a question of personal and collective privilege pertaining to the removal of the Committee on Youth Welfare and Sports Development, which this humble representation chairs. It is with a heavy heart and a sense of responsibility that I bring these issues to light. Last August 13, 2024, I was taken aback when I was informed that the Committee on Youth Welfare and Sports Development was removed and was allegedly reverted back to the former Committee on Family Relations, Moral Recovery, and Youth Values Formation and Development, chaired by Councilor Science Reyes, and Committee on Education and Sports, chaired by Councilor Fa Fagoso, even though no less than the presiding officer answered during the August 1, 2024 session that the Committee on Youth Welfare and Sports Development shall not be taken away from me since the same was mandated by Section 22 of Republic Act 10742 as amended by Section 8 of Republic Act 11768 or the SK Reform Act, which reads as follows. Section 22, membership in the Sanggunian and local special bodies. The duly elected president of the Federasyon ng Sangguniang Kabataan at all levels shall serve as ex officio member of the Sangguniang Bayan, Sangguniang Panlungsod, and Sangguniang Panlalawigan respectively, and shall be the chairperson of the Committee on Youth and Sports Development in the said Sanggunian, and a regular member of the Committees on Education, Environment, Employment, and Livelihood, Health and Anti-Drug Abuse, and Gender and Development. The Committee on Youth Welfare and Sports Development clearly falls under my jurisdiction. We have already made adjustments and reorganizations to align with this act. So why have we reverted back to the previous composition? Tinama na nga po natin yung mali, binalik na naman natin sa mali. This raises an important question. Does the IRP of the City Council of Manila supersede the Republic Act of the Philippines? You mean to tell me, Your Honor, na mas authoritative ang internal rules ng ating konseho kesa sa batas ng Pilipinas? The very essence of this provision goes back to Section 13, Article 2 of the Philippine Constitution, which reads as follows. Section 13, the state recognizes the vital role of the youth in nation building and shall promote and protect their physical, moral, spiritual, intellectual, and social well-being. It shall inculcate in the youth patriotism and nationalism and encourage their involvement in public and civic affairs, emphasizing the encouragement of their involvement in public and civic affairs, so the decision to revert to separate committees contradicts not only the SK Reform Act, but also the intent of Section 13 of the Philippine Constitution. Allow me to call your attention to the interpretation of the Supreme Court on the delegated legislative power of the local Sanggunian, citing the following. Magtahas versus Price Properties Corp. Incorporated, GR number 111097. The ordinance must satisfy two requirements. It must pass the test of constitutionality and the test of consistency with prevailing laws. Ordinances should be constitutional to uphold the principle of the supremacy of the Constitution. The requirement that the enactment must not violate existing laws emphasizes the principle that local government units can only legislate by virtue of their derivative legislative power, which is a delegation from the national legislature. The delegate cannot be superior to the principal or exercise powers beyond those of the latter. Another one is from Solicitor General versus MMDA et al. GR number 102782. The requirement that an enactment must not violate existing laws is self-explanatory. Local political subdivisions can legislate only through a valid delegation of legislative power from the national legislature, with the exception that the Constitution itself confers the power to create their own sources of revenue and levy taxes. They are essentially agents with what is known as subordinate legislative power. As delegates of Congress, local government units cannot contravene but must always obey the will of their principal. In the case at hand, the local enactment in question, which is purely local in origin, cannot prevail over a decree that has the force and effect of a statute. It is clear that any local enactment must not contradict national laws, as the delegated power cannot be superior to that of the principal. Additionally, I must point out that the removal of my committee, despite my role as SK Federation President, sets a troubling precedent. It implies that if the current administration disagrees with an official, such as the SK Federation President, they can be stripped of their responsibilities. This creates a dangerous precedent that could influence similar actions at the barangay level, undermining the stability and impartiality of our leadership structures. Your Honor, ito pong tinanggal niyong committee sa akin ay applicable din po sa mga SK chairman ng buong lungsod ng Maynila. So kung kaya niyo to gawin sa akin, kaya niyo rin po to gawin barangay level po. So I'm asking you, Your Honor, sino po sa atin ang namumulitika? Parliamentary inquiry, Your Honor. Does the IRP supersede the Republic Act of the Philippines and the Philippine Constitution? Yes or no?
Punong Mayorya.
Your Honor, point of order po. The question is directed to you, not to Mr. Majority Floor Leader.
Isang minutong pagpapahinga.
Your Honor, recess na naman.
Bawal pong palakpak.
Tagapangulo, ako lang po ay tumayo po si Kagalang-Galang Ibay para po sa kanyang pribileyo bilang isang konsihala at di ko po alam kung siya po willing to interpolate, pero as in that case, Your Honor, ako po gagawa na lang po ng counter manifestation din po sa kanyang binanggit. Your Honor, unang-una, karapatan po ng City Council na amyendahan po ang sarili po nating internal rules. Ito po karapatan po ng konseho sa buong mundo, hindi lang po dito sa Pilipinas, na ito pong rules natin, it is the rule that govern the conduct, the duties, the responsibilities, the decorum, as well as the regulation of all standing committees of the majority and minority of all councils in the Philippines and in the entire world. Yung nabanggit niya po na manifestation, Your Honor, I would just like to point to the fact that a precedent has already been set as far back
Point of
as...
order, Your Honor.
Your Honor, nagkasalita pa po ako, Your Honor.
Punong Mayorya.
At wala pong basis ang point of order dahil wala naman po akong minamanifest o minumove. Ako po'y katulad po ng pagbigay galang ko po sa inyo, nung kayo po'y nagsasalita, baka pwede rin po akong bigyan paggalang. Para lang naman po marinig po ng ating mga minamahal na mga SK chairman, lahat po nanonood sa atin live, kung ano po yung dahilan o justification doon po sa aming amendment. Your Honor, I would like to point out City Council Resolution number 206, Resolution amending Section 18, Paragraph 4, 7, 25, and 28, and Rule 10 and Section 32, Rule 12 of the revised Internal Rules of Procedure of the City Council of Manila and the Resolution number 186 adopted by the City Council on October 9, 2007, and for other purposes. Ang nag-preside po, Kagalang-Galang Vice Mayor and Presiding Officer, Francisco Isko Moreno Dumagoso. Nakalagay po dito, Rule 10 Committees, Section 18 Standing Committees, Number 4, Barangay Affairs. All matters relating to the review of barangay ordinances and administrative complaints filed against elected barangay officials. All matters relating to the creation, improvement, and general welfare of the barangays and sangguniang kabataan. Number 7, Committee on Education and Sports. All matters relating to universities, colleges, and public schools in the City of Manila, libraries, non-formal and community adult education, implementation of the provisions of the Constitution regarding free public elementary and secondary education, and sports development. At panghuli, Number 28, Committee on Family Relations, Moral Recovery, and Youth Values Formation and Development. All matters directly and principally relating to population growth and family planning, census, statistics, rights and responsibilities relating to family relations, enhancing the quality of life, and youth development and promotion of their moral, physical, intellectual, and social well-being. So as far back as 2010, under City Council Resolution number 2006, presided by our beloved Honorable former Vice Mayor and Mayor, Honorable Francisco Isko Moreno Domagoso,
Yeah.
inamend po natin ang internal rules at hinati po natin ang Committee on Youth, Sports Development at Moral Formation at rinidistribute po natin doon po sa aking mga nabanggit na committee. Ito po, sinet po natin 2010 kung saan po konsihal si... Hello, Ana. Patingin ang full name ni konsihal. Kung saan po konsihal at SK Federation President si Konsihala Eunice Angie Castro 2010 to 2013. At ito po'y ipagpatuloy ng panahon po ng kapatid po ni kagalang-galang Konsihal Yan Ibay kay Konsihal John Russell Ibay 2013 to 2018. At pinagpatuloy po muli sa panahon ni dating Konsihal SK Chairman Federation President Konsihal Daniel Dave A. Tan, 2018 to 2023. So for 13 years, Your Honor, ang ating standing committees ay ito pong aking nabanggit. Kahit kailan, wala pong nag-file ng kaso para questionin ang nasabi nating internal rules. Dahil ako po ay naniniwala na ang korte ay wala pong jurisdiction para po makialam sa internal procedures at processes ng isang independent legislative body katulad po ng City Council of Manila. Assuming, Your Honor, for the sake of argument, and just to entertain the the allegations of Honorable Yan Ibay, if there were, in fact, Your Honor, any alleged infirmity in the amendment of the rules, this is not the proper forum to thresh out your complaints. If you believe that any rule was broken, you go to the courts and question the amendment, Your Honor. Yun lang po, Your Honor. Maraming salamat po.
Maraming salamat.
Mr. Majority Floor Leader, first and foremost, my
Bago po
brother...
kayo magsalita, hayaan niyo muna pong kilalanin ko kayo, Konsihal Yan Ibay. Kinikilala ng apagang kagalang-galang, Konsihal Yan Ibay.
My brother was not the SK Federation President year 2013 to 2018. My brother was the SK Federation President year 2007 to 2010. First and foremost, the reason why I am bringing this to light in the said City Council is because in the previous years you've mentioned there have been no SK Reform Act. This SK Reform Act was amended year 2022 po. So, binigay nyo na po to sa akin before. You guys know how much I worked for this committee, how much I asked for this committee, and to bawi it again, bakit nyo po babawiin sa akin yung committee ko? That is my question alongside the whole, does the IRP supersede the Republic Act of the Philippines and the Philippine Constitution that I have previously aforementioned? Can you please make a ruling on that, Mr. Presiding Officer? Does the IRP supersede the Republic Act of the Philippines?
Punong Mayorya? Hindi tayo pwedeng mag-debate dito.
No, but I am asking for your ruling lang po, Mr. Presiding Officer. I am not
Okay,
asking
Your
for a
Honor.
debate. I am not
Opo.
asking for a debate, Mr. Presiding Officer. I would just like you to rule. And Mr.
Pero hindi
Secretary,
niyo po
please
ako
put
pwedeng
this on
tanungin po.
record.
Hindi po kayo, pwede ko po kayo sagutin pag nandyan po ako sa lapag.
I am just
Punong
asking
Mayorya?
for...
Your Honor, para lang po sa, bago po kasi si Konsihala Yan Ibay, para po for her guidance and information, you cannot debate with the presiding officer. He can only rule on our
Mr.
motions.
Majority.
You can make a manifestation or a motion or a privileged speech, but you cannot debate with the presiding officer. That's why that's why the presiding officer is directing the question to me so I can appropriately answer your query.
But
Your
I-
Honor, again, I do not know if the principal, if Councilor Ibay has opened herself to interpellation, but again, I will make a counter manifestation just to answer her query. Your Honor, ang local government code po, RA 7160, at yung mga nabanggit niya pong batas, nag-a-apply lang po pag yung committee ay existing sa City Council. So, kung hindi po natin inamyendahan yung ating internal rules at existing po yung Committee on Youth and Sports Development and Sangguniang Kabataan, she has all the legal rights and privileges to assume that committee. Kaya, nagkataon po, Your Honor, wala na po yung committee na yun sa internal rules. So ano po yung committee na kanyang i-assume? Katulad po na akin nabanggit, karapatan po ng City Council amyendahan ang sarili po nating internal rules of procedure. So wala pong conflict dun po sa kanyang tinatanong na legal query with respect to the hierarchy of the laws because it is irrelevant to the topic at hand, Your Honor, considering that the amendment was validly passed by the City Council.
Councilor Yan Yan Ibay.
Mr. Majority Floor Leader, you guys may have amended the IRP to separate the youth welfare and sports development, but I believe that it is still there under the care of Councilor Science Reyes and Councilor Fafogoso. So by dividing the committees on youth welfare and sports development, does that mean I have access to both committees? Will I be the chairperson of both committees if hiniwalay nyo eh? It says here sa Section 22 na sa akin po yung youth welfare and sports development. Hiniwalay nyo po. Does that mean po na sa akin po pareho yung committee na yon? As mandated by Republic Act po. 11768.
Punong Mayorya.
Your Honor, yung sinasabi niya pong mandated by that specific law ay isang buo po yung committee. Pag hinati-hati na po yung committee, nire-redistribute sa ibang committee, kung saan meron na pong chairman, ay hindi po possible na siya po ay maging co-chairman din po sa nasabing committee. It is an absurd interpretation of the amendment that the City Council has passed and has implemented since 2010 under City Council Resolution number 206, Your Honor. Your Honor, napakahaba na po ng usapan na ito na I think napaliwanag na po mabuti, nabigyan po lahat silang pagkakataon para sabihin po ang kanilang punto at nasagot ko na rin po. Ginoong Tagapangulo, minumbungkahi ko po na aprubahan
Your Honor,
ang
Parliamentary inquiry.
draft resolution.
May I be allowed to
Out of order.
interpolate?
1 minute recess, declare by the chair.
Maraming salamat, Ginoong Tagapangulo. Ako'y hihingi lang ng permiso kung pumapayag po ang naghayag ng kanyang personal and collective privilege kung siya'y papayag na magpa-interpolate po, Your Honor.
Councilor Yan Yan Ibay.
Yes, Your Honor. The whole interpolation po, maybe we could do it from a select number of people lang po.
Councilor JTB Villanueva.
Maraming salamat. Narinig po namin yung inyong inihayag ngayon at nakakalungkot po, Ginoong Tagapangulo, sapagkat ang pinakabata sa atin, ang supposed to be na representante ng mga sangguniang kabataan, ay mawawalan pa ng posisyon upang magkaroon ng tunay na representasyon ng hanay ng mga kabataan dito sa lungsod ng Maynila. Nararamdaman ko po yung kanyang damdamin kung kaya't tumayo siya at nagpahayag ng kanyang personal and collective privilege. Ang tanong ko po, meron po siyang nabanggit na Republic Act, kung tama po yung aking naitala, 1074 ba o 1068?
10742 po, as amended by
10742, Section 22. At ayon kay Councilor Ibay,
Point of order, Your Honor.
What is your point of order, Majority Floor Leader?
We are already discussing what seems to be a privileged speech. Your Honor, this is not a personal and collective privilege. When you talk of personal and collective privilege, it speaks of personal benefits. Mainit ba? Aircon? Things like that. Pero pag ang pinag-uusapan na po, privilege speech, klaro po tayo sa rules. Ang rules po nakalagay, yan po ay dapat inire-register sa majority floor leader at i-discuss po after the business has been taken care of. So Your Honor, I hope you make a ruling na dapat yung po mga privilege speech nila, kung pwede po, tapusin na po muna natin yung mga business of the day at saka po sila, tsaka po natin pag-usapan, yung mga gusto po nila na pag-usapan, right after i-register po nila yan sa ating majority floor leader. That is all, Your Honor.
Thank you, Majority Floor Leader.
Your Honor, mukhang nalayo yata ang sinabi.
Councilor JTB Villanueva.
Maraming po salamat. Yung pong
Para pong
binabanggit,
hindi...
Opo. Yung pong binabanggit ng ating kaibigan, isa sa matalik kong kaibigan dito sa konsehong ito, nakalagay po sa ating rules kapag ang isang kasamahan natin ay nagpapahayag ng kanyang personal and collective privilege, it also involves the procedure within this institution. Malinaw pong ipinahayag ng ating kasamahan mula sa representante ng sanggunian na kine-question niya yung procedure at ako po'y humingi sa inyo ng abiso kung pwede ko siyang interpellate at sumagot naman. Mukhang nasa proseso tayong tama. At lagi nating naririnig na bigyan natin ng galang ang bawat isa kapag nagsasalita dito. Kaya ho, ipagpapatuloy ko po ang aking katanungan.
Okay, go ahead.
Yung pong pinahayag niya na Republic Act 10742, Section 22. Yun ho bang sinasabi ninyo, Councilor Ibay, ito ho ba yung batas na nagsasabi na ang mga sangguniang kabataan sa buong Pilipinas ay dapat magkaroon ng kanyang representasyon sa pamamagitan ng paghawak ng isang komite na tumutugon sa kapakanan ng sanggunian? Tama po ba ako?
Councilor Yan Ibay.
Yes, Mr. Villanueva. Section 22 of Republic Act 11768 states po na the SK Federation President, also the SK Chairperson po, in any level po, be it council or barangay level, shall be the chairperson on the Committee on Youth Welfare and Sports Development po.
Councilor JTB Villanueva.
Maraming pong salamat. Ang ibig sabihin, kapag nagkaroon ng batas dito sa Pilipinas at sinasabing kailangan, mandatory, na lahat ng munisipalidad, lahat ng lungsod, ay dapat sumunod dito sa batas na ito sapagkat ang effectivity nito sa buong Pilipinas. Tama po ba ang aking interpretasyon dito?
Yes po, Your Honor.
Councilor Yan Ibay.
Yes po.
Pero bago niyo pagpatuloy ang inyong pagdidebate, 1 minutong pagpapahinga.
At ipagpapatuloy ko lang po yung aking katanungan. Sapagkat meron pong mga binanggit ang ating representante sa Sangguniang Kabataan. At nararamdaman ko po, inuulit ko, yung bigat sa loob niya, sa bigat ng kanyang dibdib, kung bakit siya nagsasalita at nagpapahayag ngayong hapon na ito. Napapansin ko, mukhang maraming mga Sangguniang Kabataan sa taas. At ang iba'y mga empleyado dito sa...
Bawal pong pumalakpak, pakiusap po. Maraming salamat.
At ang iba, o hindi man, karamihan, ay mga nagtatrabaho sa opisina mo bilang Sangguniang Kabataan. Ang ibig mo bang sabihin at itong mga ito, kaya sila nandito ngayon ay dahil bunsod ng pagkatanggal ng iyong komite, nakikita ko po sila sa sampalok ng iba at nagbababa ng mga serbisyo ng Sangguniang Kabataan. Ibig sabihin, tuloy po yung kanilang trabaho na bahagi ng iyong mandato, pero dahil sa pagkatanggal ng iyong komite, ay wala na silang sahod. Ganun po ba yun?
Councilor Yan Ibay.
Yes po, Your Honor. Yes, Mr. Villanueva. As much as I was shocked po na natanggalan po ako ng committee, last Tuesday ko lang po nalaman na natanggalan po ako ng committee dahil po isa po sa aking staff po sa SK Federation ay bumaba po kay Sir Jonathan at doon rin po nalaman na hindi na nga daw po i-release yung payroll po nila. So, doon ko po nalaman na natanggalan ako ng committee, hindi po dahil sa nag-session po kayo at yun nga po, nag-reorganize. Nalaman ko po mismo sa staff ko na ako nga po ay natanggalan po ng committee.
Councilor JTB Villanueva.
Nakakalungkot po ito at nakakapanghina talaga, no? Sapagkat nakikita ko po yung mga staff ni Konsyal Yan, napakasipag, nagbababa at natutuwa ko at nakakatulong sa ating lungsod upang maramdaman ang serbisyo sa lungsod ng Maynila. Yung pala ay may trabaho sila pero wala na silang makukuhang sahod o allowance. Kung kaya't kayo'y nagpahayag ngayon sa pagtutol ng pagkatanggal ng inyong komite, hindi dahil ipinaglalaban ninyo lang yung pag-retain ng inyong komite. Kung hindi ipinaglalaban din ninyo ang sinasabi ng ating Pangulo ng Pilipinas na dapat ay magkaroon ng mga trabaho ang bawat Pilipino. Subalit dito sa ating lungsod ay mukhang natanggalan at nabawasan pa. Ang pinupunto nyo kanina ay tungkol sa Republic Act na inyong binanggit. At if I may, Your Honor, dito sa amendments natin, sa rule, sa internal rules, binabanggit dito, any portion of this internal rules of procedure of this council, except those which are prescribed by or based on statutory law or any other higher authority, kagaya ng Republic Act na inyong binanggit, ay hindi pwedeng amyendahan. At ako'y naging bahagi ng dinesisyonan ng council na ito, ang paglalagay ng committee ninyo, sapagkat naniniwala ang bawat isa noon na dapat ibigay sa iyo ang committee ito dahil ito ang binamandato at upang magkaroon ng tamang representasyon. Ang ipinagtataka lang ng inyong lingkod, ganun din ang nagpayag ng personal and collective privilege. At laging sinasabi natin dito ng nakaraang mga sesyon na wala munang politikahan. Baka ang nangyari sa pagkatanggal ng iyong komite ay bahagi ng politikahan na umiiral ngayon dito sa konsehong ito. Taliwas yata ito sa panawagan ng ating namumuno, ang ating tagapangulo, ng ating punong mayorya, na sa kanila natin naririnig madalas na wala munang politikahan. Pero nagtaka lang ako dahil sila mismo ang nagsulong na magkaroon tayo ng komite para sa iyo. Tapos dahil sa nangyayaring ito, nung nakaraang sesyon, nung tayo wala na sa loob ng konsehong ito, ay biglang tinanggal ang ibinigay nila sa iyo nung nakaraang mga sesyon. Kaya yun lang po, Ginoong Tagapangulo, ako'y sumasama sa inihayag ng ating Sangguniang Kabataan President at nakikisa sa kanyang layunin na dapat hindi tanggalin yung karapat-dapat na komite para sa Sangguniang Kabataan. Maraming po salamat.
Your Honor,
Thank you.
Your Honor,
Councilor Elmer Par.
maraming salamat po, Your Honor. Ako po ay humingi ng permiso para mag-interpolate din po sa ating konsehala mula po sa ikalimang distrito.
Go ahead, Your Honor.
Councilor Elmer Par.
Ako po ay lubos na nalulungkot dahil sa pagkakaalam ko po, ang Republic Act 10742 ay ang pagtatalaga sa hanay ng SK Fed bilang committee chairperson ng Youth and Sports Development. Sabi nga po ni Konsyala Yanyan, kung sa kanya nagawa, paano pa po sa mga ordinaryong SK chairman. At hindi ko lang din po alam kung tama po ang aking kalituhan na naman dahil sa pagkakaalam ko po ang mere ordinance o resolution ay hindi po pwedeng tabunan ang nasyonal na batas. Ang LGU po o ang Local Government Unit sa pagkakaintindi ko ay kailangang sumusunod sa batas po ng nasyonal. At ako po ay may agam-agam at nangangamba na baka ang pangyayaring ito ay maiuwi o maging katumbas ay grave abuse of discretion. Kaya, at matanong ko lang din po ang ating SK Fed, ikaw ba ay na-notify o na binigyan kaalaman sa pagtatanggal ng iyong committee?
Hindi po ako naabesuhan, Your Honor, na
Councilor
natanggalan ako.
Yanyan Ibay. Bago ka magsalita, hintayin niyo munang i-recognize ko kayo.
Apologies, Your Honor.
Councilor Yanyan Ibay is recognized.
Hindi po ako naabesuhan na natanggalan po ako ng committee. As mentioned a while ago po, nung August 1 po, nung nag-resign po ako sa majority, tinanong ko po si presiding officer kung mananatili po ba sa akin yung committee ko or masistrip away po sa akin ito. Ang sabi po niya, as long as nasa akin yung batas, sa akin po yung committee. Kaya't ako po ay nagulat nung nalaman ko last Tuesday lang po, August 13, na natanggalan po ako ng committee ko po.
Councilor Elmer Par.
Your Honor, ramdam na ramdam ko po ang ating SK President. Dahil ganyan din po ang aking naramdaman. Gulat na gulat din po ako na noong July 23, may session pala. Wala.
Councilor Almarpar, pwede po ba
Ang
pakidiretso niyo
ibig
po
ko
yung
pong
tanong?
sabihin, Your Honor, ang lack of notification po ay lack of due process. Maraming salamat po.
Maraming salamat.
Your Honor,
Councilor Irma Alfonso Huson is recognized.
marami pong salamat. Ninanais ko lang po na ma-interpolate si kagalang-galang Ian Ibay. Yan, Ibay. Yan.
Councilor Yanyan Ibay.
Go ahead po, Doc Alfonso.
Thank you.
Councilor Irma Alfonso Huson.
Your Honor, dalawa po ang ating sectoral representative dito sa 12th City Council. Isa, representing the barangay. Pangalawa, representing the youth. Since narinig ko kanina na natanggalan pala ng komite si Konsehal Ibay, saan ka na ngayon nakatayo, Konsehal Ibay? Ano na ang estado mo dito sa 12th City Council?
Councilor Yanyan Ibay.
To be honest with you, Dr. Alfonso, I'm not quite sure where I belong right now because when I resigned po from the majority, I insisted po that I be part of minority. Kaya lang po, ang tinatawag po sa akin ngayon ay independent daw po, one of which that I have never heard of. So, to be honest with you, I'm not quite sure where I stand right now in this city council.
Councilor Irma Alfonso Huson.
Thank you, Your Honor. Ito lamang po ay nagpapatunay na ang isang representante ng kabataan ay na-displace dito sa 12th City Council. It is not the wanting of all the members of this City Council, Your Honor. It is just the wanting of several councilors, Your Honor. Sana po iayos na natin to, Your Honor. Let's stop all this because it's tiring. And really, yung taong bayan, nanonood sa atin lahat. Sana naman po, nasa sa inyo ang desisyon, Your Honor, being the presiding officer, Your Honor. Sana maayos na natin itong lahat. Marami pong salamat.
Thank you.
Ginoong Tagapangulo, napakahaba na po ng ating nagugol na oras na sabi na po lahat ng dapat sabihin. Katulad po ng akin nabanggit, hindi po ito ang tamang forum para po questionin ng internal rules, intramurals ng City Council, kundi po ang Korte for a declaratory relief. Muli po, aking
Mr. Majo.
Ginoong Tagapangulo, minumungkahi ng inyong lingkod
Mr.
na
Majo,
aprobahan
one last po.
ang draft resolution number 8520
One last po, Mr.
kapasyahan
Majority
na
Floor Leader.
nagpaparangal
Mr. Majo.
kay Ginoong Benedict Balagot para sa pagkapanalo sa World Championship of Performing Arts na ginanap sa Long Beach, California, USA noong ika-26 Hunyo hanggang ika-7
Mr.
Hulyo
Majority Floor
2024.
I'd just like
Meron
to say
pong
thank you
minumungkayan
po.
po ng mayorya na aprubahan po ang nasabing resolusyon. Meron po bang tumututol? Sapagkat wala pinagtitibay.
Yan.
Councilor Yanyan Ibay.
Mr. Majority Floor Leader, Mr. Presiding Officer, I don't know why you guys are cutting me off, but I would just like to say thank you for giving me the opportunity to freely speak my mind po. That's all that I was gonna do po, so I don't know why you guys were cutting me off po. But with regards to my own sentiments, I was just a bit baffled po by what Councilor Lacson said a while ago about me giving my own personal and collective privilege po. I'm just confused. Am I not allowed to speak freely in this session hall po? Am I not allowed to speak my mind po? I don't know why I was called out by Councilor Lacson on that one. But in conclusion po, the timing of the move is, I don't know if it's coincidental, but before I sit down po, I just like to leave the audience with a thought to ponder on. Ano sa tingin niyo po yung nangyayari po sa City Council na to? Is this reorganization a mere coincidence or is it something that's been orchestrated even before? Thank you po, Your Honor.